All right, if you work in SaaS, we need to talk, because the way your customers find you has completely, and I mean completely changed. The old rulebook, it's basically useless now. AIs are writing a new one as we speak. So in this explainer, we're going to dig into how you can actually stay visible when Google isn't the front door anymore, and AI-generated answer is. Okay, so here's the game plan. We're going to start with this huge search revolution, then get into why the old playbook just doesn't work anymore. After that, we'll look at the new tools popping up to solve this. We'll even compare the top ones, lay out a winning strategy, and then, gaze into the crystal ball to see what's next for brand discovery. All right, let's kick things off with the search revolution. And look, I really want to be clear here. This isn't some minor tweak. We're not talking about a small algorithm update. This is a total rewrite of how customers find you. Period.
But if you need a number to really make this hit home, here it is, 73%. Yeah, nearly 3/4 of B2B buyers are already using AI tools for their research. Think about that for a second. The majority of your potential customers, they're making up their minds based on what an AI tells them, way before they even think about clicking over to your website. This isn't some future is coming thing. It's here, right now.
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly, right? For the last 20 years, the whole game was simple. Get your name on that list of blue links. That was it. But now, the game has totally changed. It's about getting inside that one single synthesized answer. If you're not cited in that answer, you might as well be invisible. The entire customer journey is now happening inside a chat window.
So, that brings us to a really important question. If the entire game has changed, what happens to all the people still playing by the old rules?
This quote from Mattis Kelbelis over at AI Clicks just hits the nail right on the head. He says, traditional SEO tools, they're only telling you half the story. And he's so right. Your current dashboards are basically flying blind. Sure, they can tell you about website traffic, but they have absolutely zero idea if you're being recommended, or maybe worse, ignored or even misrepresented inside these AI conversations. It's a huge, huge blind spot. And hey, if you need a real-world horror story, just look at Chegg. Their stock absolutely tanked, down almost 50%, right after they admitted that ChatGPT was, eating their lunch. Their whole business was based on providing answers, and suddenly AI could do it better and faster without them. So the big takeaway here is that ignoring this isn't just some marketing oopsie. It's a massive business risk. So this brand new challenge, it needs a brand new discipline to go with it. And that is Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO for short. This isn't about ranking blue links anymore. No. This is all about becoming a trusted, citable source that these AI models actually rely on to build their answers. This is the new frontier.
Okay, so how on earth do you even start to compete in this new world? I mean, you can't fix what you can't see, right? And that's exactly where a whole new class of tools is stepping in.
Oh, I absolutely love this metaphor. It's perfect. Think about it. Your brand's entire reputation is being shaped inside these AI models, and you have no clue what it looks like. It's a total black box. Well, these new tools, they're like an MRI scanner. They finally let you peek inside that black box to see what's really going on, how you're being talked about, where your competitors are getting cited, and what you need to do to take back control of the narrative.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks and look at the actual tools. This is your arsenal. There's a whole ecosystem of these things popping up for AEO, and each one has a slightly different angle.
And one of the most interesting new tools out there is a company called Legible. What really makes them stand out is that they're all about proactive AI visibility. See, it's not just about showing you what an AI has already said about you. It's about giving you the controls to influence what those AI crawlers see before they even write an answer. So how do they actually do that? Well, Legible is pretty unique. It's the only platform out there that combines real-time monitoring of AI crawlers with something called an auto-generated lms.txt file. It's kind of like giving you a control panel for how AI see your website. And the best part? It's got one-click integrations for all the big platforms like Webflow, WordPress, and Drupal. It really lets you manage your AI visibility, not just, track it after the damage is done.
So this table gives you a really nice, clean overview. You've got Legible up top, perfect for that end-to-end control and optimization, and it's pretty incredible that they have a free tier to get started. Then you've got tools like AI Clicks, which is awesome for tying your AI visibility directly to your Google Analytics traffic. If you're a big enterprise company worried about misinformation, Scrunch AI is your go-to, and then Peec AI is a great choice if you just want simple, clean dashboards to monitor everything.
Okay, so having the right tool is one thing, but you absolutely need a strategy to go with it. And here's the kicker. What works on one AI platform is going to completely fall flat on another. And wow, this chart just shows you how wildly different these AIs are. Just look at this. ChatGPT leans super heavily on Wikipedia. Makes sense. But then you look at Perplexity, and it's pulling almost half of its info from Reddit. And then Google's AI, it loves video, pulling a huge chunk from YouTube. The sources couldn't be more different. And this number just hammers the point home. Only 11% of domains are cited by both ChatGPT and Perplexity. Let that sink in. That's not an overlap. That's two totally separate universes of information. You absolutely cannot have a one-size-fits-all strategy for AEO. You need a specific playbook for each platform.
So what does a winning playbook actually look like? Well, it's a cycle. It's not a one-and-done thing. First, you got to audit your current visibility. See where you stand. Then, find the gaps. Where are your competitors getting mentioned and you're not? Step 3 is creating content that's optimized for answers. Think hard data, clear tables, expert quotes, stuff an AI can easily grab. Then you build up your topical authority so the AI starts to see you as a real expert. And finally, you measure, you track, you iterate. That's a marathon for sure, not a sprint.
And this really brings us to the most important point of all. Getting a handle on AI visibility, this isn't some project you can just check off your to-do list. This is a permanent, ongoing part of doing business now.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap the big stuff. First, AI is the new front door to your business. Second, your old SEO playbook is not going to cut it anymore. Third, you need different strategies for different AI platforms. You also need specialized tools to even see what's happening, especially tools that give you proactive control. That's the real next frontier, actively managing your own story inside these AI models.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. AI is the new front door to your brand. It's shaping what people think and what they do before they even know your name. So the only real question is, who's holding the key?